Hey everyone, Nick Bagley with P1 Motor Cars again, and you're with me and our 1998 Evo 5 GSR. I'm really excited about this one. Satellite silver car, 65,000-ish miles. Really original outside of the modifications already mentioned in the listing, but ones that I think are a value add to this car. The bigger wheels, the lowered suspension, I just think really sets this car off. And if you follow our auctions at all, we were the first to do a 5 and a 6 on a digital platform and bringing them to auction in North America. So we're really proud of that, and this is the first silver car. So, and the reason why I keep on mentioning that is I think the silver does a lot more justice for the lines of these cars than the white cars. The white cars kind of hide the lines. So now you can really see, the muscular nature and all the curves that these cars offer just from a pure aesthetic standpoint. So yeah, I think it's a really great car. And if you're in the market for a right-hand drive Evo or a JDM Evo, this is a great place to start. Reasonable mileage, really good condition overall. So yeah, really excited about that. So one thing I do really want to mention, this is a Canadian car. It is coming out of Canada, but again, if you follow our auctions, this is a process that no one else does. We will essentially just handle everything. So you don't have to worry about imports, you don't have to worry importing it, you don't have to worry about duties or taxes or any of that. Transport out of Canada, not a single piece of paperwork will be required by you. We will import the car for you, and that's built into the cost of the car. So this literally costs you nothing. It's just like buying a car out of the States. This car will even come with a USA title the day it crosses into Washington. So just want to make that super clear for anyone who's looking at this car, that even though it's in Canada, it will be brought to the US once the car is sold. The title is produced basically right on the spot, and it will be kept in climate-controlled storage in Washington until the transportation to the final destination where the new owner is complete. So with that being said, we're going to go over the car exterior, interior, engine, and the trunk, just to go over any kind of blemishes or anything to note of. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I love Evos. Love Evo 5, 6s, and 4s especially, all the 4G 6.3 stuff, that's out of Japan for the US market currently that we have access to are just phenomenal cars. They're incredibly capable, every much as fun as the 8 and the 9, if not more so, because they're quite a bit, in my opinion at least, more raw, more visceral experience. So best of luck to you guys, and we'll start the walk around here in just a sec. Thanks for watching. Okay, so we'll start with the front of the car and work our way around it, of course. So as noted in the listing, there's some rock chipping across the front bumper. These sit quite low and are subject to rock chips, just like any other car. But yeah, for the age and mileage, it's really not bad. You can see one here on the grill. There's some on the lower portion, but it's really hard to see. This one, there's like a little touch up here on the fender. But overall, the rock chips are nothing to really be concerned about. Again, a couple touch-ups here, a touch-up or two there. The hood's in really good shape. I don't think there's any rock chips on the hood whatsoever. Minus like maybe on the very, very front, but I don't really see any. Yeah, just right there, which has also been touched up. But yeah, overall, the headlights are in really good shape. There is a blemish on the top front bumper that's been touched up at some point as well. But yeah, just normal wear and tear, especially for a car of this age. But as you can see, it's really straight down the sides, and we'll look from the other side too. Really straight. And I'll show you the ding that was PDR'd. It came out like 85% success ratio, I guess. But yeah, it's in a pretty obscure place where it's not really even noticeable. So anyhow, we'll stay at the lower valance areas of the car. The wheels have no curb rash. The tires are essentially brand new. I think they're dated in 2022, but have literally no mileage. I would imagine the tires and wheels were probably mounted at the same time, considering the wheel condition on the inside as well. There's like no brake dust or dirt whatsoever. So the door ding was down here, like at the very bottom of the door. So it was quite sharp, but like I said, we were able to get 85% of it out. And that's really the biggest blemish on the whole car. And like I said, like when you look at the car from the side, you don't really even notice it because it's so far down and it's actually angled towards the ground, so your eye doesn't even really catch on to it. So yeah, well, all the glass is factory. So we have the Mitsubishi logo there, there, and there. Back window. Quarter panel and C-pillars look really good. Doors look really good. Rear bumper's in great shape, no scuffs. A lot of the Japanese cars, Japanese, I should say, market cars, parking spots are really tight. So you'll see the corners of a lot of these bumpers, scratched up and down, which this car does not suffer from. The rear bumper's in really good shape. Look at this quarter panel and C-pillar. Doors are in a really good shape. We'll check the window originality as well. Mitsubishi logo. Kind of hard to see, but there. Yeah, they put them on there it is. Yeah, so overall, glass is in really good shape. All the metal panels are real good. I do want to check the front of this rear wheel arch. These are susceptible to getting a lot of rock chipping, and you can see this one is really free of that, as well as the other side, as you'll see. So nothing really to worry about there. People even go as far as putting, PPF or something of that nature to protect these, as the aerodynamics around the car promote that. So yeah, again, this car's in really good shape. The paint's really fresh, shines really well pretty much everywhere. We'll look at the roof real quick too, because that's probably the only part that is, that would need some maybe work in the future. But yeah, it like I said, it presents pretty well overall. So yeah, the front of this wheel arch looks really good too. I don't really feel any pitting with my fingers or anything like that. There's obviously no huge rock chips, so that's always good. Yeah, so overall, the car looks really nice. You can see the roof here. You can see it's dulling a little bit. It's just not as shiny as the rest of the car. It's not that it's like peeling or anything like that. Like I said, it's just kind of an overall dulling compared to how shiny the rest of the car is. And again, it's kind of like nitpicky to some extent, but just trying to be as honest and transparent as possible. The wing looks really good. That's one part we haven't really touched on yet. The end plates look really good. This is a metal wing in the middle, and they're three-way adjustable. So everything presents really well here too. We'll check out each end plate here. Yeah, so it looks really good. There's the Rally Yard exhaust. Yeah, so I guess we'll start with the left-hand side where normally there's a steering wheel for us American and I guess Canadian folk. But yeah, the car, even interior-wise too, I would say is possibly even better than the outside. All the high traffic areas look really good. So like the kick panels, the lower portions of the door cards, forearm rests, etc., look really nice. I will say the door card material has been removed on these, and this is just a smudge for me, my bad. The door cards usually have fabric around this whole area, and if you know anything about early generation Evos, it's pretty much a guarantee that those door cards will sag, and they're especially hard to save on the 5s and 6s because the material is so thin. On the 4s, they're really thick and rough, so you can kind of get glue in there and glue them back down. But these are, once they're gone, they're gone. So But yeah, whoever did the job, it looks very clean. There's no glue left over, so that's a plus for sure. Looking at the seats look really good. All these 4s and 5s and 6s will have some sun bleaching on the seats. It's very normal. Dash is in really good shape. Glove box operates normally. Factory floor mats intact. Look at this side too. Door card looks really great. High traffic areas look really good. Quarter panel's in great shape. We'll go into the trunk and make sure that nothing's been obviously messed with back there due to rear end damage or something like that. Headliner's in really good shape. No weird smells or anything. It has one of those JDM squash scented air scent thingamajigs cartridges. And yeah, the car smells really good, so no weird smells or no signs of smoking or anything like that. So yeah, the back of the Recaros look really good. I'll go to the other side. Lenses look really good on the back, if I didn't mention that. All the emblems are intact. The Evo 5 decals on the rear doors both look really good. Door card looks really good. All the high traffic areas look good, where you would rest your arm or window switch area, kick panels, lower portion of the door card that can get kicked. Everything looks really good. Factory floor mats intact. Driver's seat looks really good. Like very minor wear on the bolsters, I would say. Shift knob looks really good. Steering wheel has, a little bit of wear or some material is flaked away, but overall the steering wheel's in really good shape. Dashboard looks really good from this side too. So again, just really no stories, and that's really one of the litmus tests of buying these, is that how complete is it? And of course the rust factor too, which you guys will see underneath the car. It's very clean, very dry. Quarter panels look really good. Door cards look really good. High traffic areas, no drama. Back of the seats here. And the rear's there. Yeah, so again, very complete car. Little to no modifications. The rain guards are still intact from the factory. Those are factory. Sorry about that. Yeah, and we'll pop the hood and the trunk now and go into that kind of stuff. I gotta do this with one hand, guys, sorry. So yeah, as I said in the opening comments, I did take the atmospheric blow-off valve and installed a factory recirculating bypass valve. So just to ensure the longevity, reliability of the car, just want to make sure, if that was the only engine modification, if that's what you even want to call it. So yeah, just wanted to revert it back to 100% factory, to be able to put on BAT. The radiator was replaced. I've received it it was leaking out of the bottom of the original radiator, which I did keep. Probably can't get it re-cored, but if you can find someone to repair it, you can't find those anymore. So nonetheless, factory radiator cap's intact, but the rest of that radiator has been replaced. But yeah, everything looks really good. And I think it's noted in the listing too that this fender has been repainted, and I can tell because the factory finish should be like this primer gray that you see on the firewall. And I can see that there's some metallic paint overspray on the inner part of the fender. So that's the only thing to make note of. Everything else looks untouched here. Yeah, nothing going on up front. Headlights are all intact. Nothing seems to have been disturbed anywhere besides there. So, That was my findings. I can't find of any evidence other than that of anything else being painted. But you have the Cusco strut tower bar. These came with a factory one that looked basically identical. I don't know why people swap these out, but they do. You've got the BC coilovers at the front struts, and of course the 4G63 refinished heat shield. Those go pretty bad and look pretty ugly. Oil was changed, compression test checked out perfectly. Yeah, so really no stories under here. Here's the hood insulator, which has seen, I guess, better days at this point, but actually not in terrible shape versus some of them that I've seen. So yeah, but really clean. The valve cover looks really good. Rocker cover looks really good. All the intake components look great. All the lines look really good. So yeah, good stuff overall. We'll just check out the trunk area and then we'll conclude this. Oh, looks. Hold on one second. This little door. I was checking out the. There we go. Sorry about that. I was checking the fluid level of that. But yeah, really clean back here. All the spare tire tools are intact. You can see that this jack's never been used. Neither has the tire. The grade 8 bolts are very shiny, so no moisture has been getting back here. Those will rust out. Those will be the first thing to corrode if there's any rust issues. Among other things underneath the chassis, but there's lots of pictures there. So yeah, guys, that about does it. Thanks for watching. It's an awesome Evo 5. Low mileage, looks awesome. I know I'm jealous of the next guy who's going to take it. So best of luck. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.